What's up, guys? Wanted to show off a couple watches that I've made for myself. Um, I do this a little bit and sometimes forget to do this part of it. Often I'm keeping still account, but I'm not putting up a video on it. So, show you a couple of them. I finally made myself one of my, I had that Troika Battleship. It is probably the roughest of the dials that I have on that line. Let's see if we can. There you can. Now you can see the battleship in there. Why I say that is, it's kind of hard to see, but there are a few little like blackish scuffs on the dial. You can see them a lot better in person, I guess. So took that. I put it on a wind movement since I'm not selling this watch, and I have plenty of my own watches. Didn't have to be an automatic for me. I didn't have a cool caseback, so I just went with one of my casebacks where the tool came off and I scratched it. I think you can see, yeah, there's a nice scratch in it. So I thought, well, not necessarily displaying anything cool, but didn't have a solid caseback to, kind of cover over that wind movement. So basically, wind movement works the same as an automatic movement. You just wind it and you'll feel a stop when you hit, and you can't wind it up any further. If you do, you'll bust your mainspring out. But so it's actually a vintage movement. Honestly, I don't know how quite old the movement it could be. It was just had a different dial on it of a watch I took down, and I'll show you one over here. So it's going to be around the same age as that one in theory. So it actually kept perfect time for me. So it must have been one of the watches, one of the dials that I liked. Must have been a serviced movement whenever I had bought it. It's been a couple years ago, and I finally got around to doing that. I have like probably 10 like that. But the dial that was on that one, I have like 4 different ones that all kind of look similar, so I just picked the one that I liked and used that movement from it. But did some gunmetal style Troika hands on there, white second sand, and then did one of my buddy's bezels in here. This is all one piece. It kind of looks like it's a bezel with an insert. It is an actual all one piece. And then my buddy John took one of his straps. It's a 22 that flares out to 24, and then I did this in a 160 brushed case with an engraved crown. So here is a Troika Battleship. Not sure if you'll ever actually see one of these. I mean, sometimes you can search Google images and come across one, but these were, if I recall, between Russia and China. China made the, I believe, cases and the bezels and the casebacks on them, and then Russia did the dials, movements, crown, something to that effect. And I guess they were not waterproof and kind of a flop. And it's been tough for me to find some of these dials. Some of these dials cost me a couple $100. I've only been able to ever find one Battleship. So here's that one. So the other one I just thought it was a very cool looking dial. Clearly misspelled alligator on here, unless it's supposed to be all a gator. But I took one of my torched bezels. It has kind of a bronzed look to it, but if you notice in each one of these, it kind of gives off a different color, which I wanted to do that with the dial, because the dial itself has a lot of cool iridescent on it. The pips had worn themselves off, and some of them were on there, so all I had to do was basically hit them with just a side of a, I don't know if it's a knife, but nice kind of a sharper edge to it, and they all popped right off. So just moved them off. Technically I should probably wind this, right? Get it rolling. This one I kept the original movement on it. What was really cool with this one is it came in this old brass case, and I sat there looking at it, and I saw that somebody had engraved in it, and we got a 1990 right down here. So, smaller case, not really my style in brass, but I thought I'll keep this. So, somebody's watch, apparently from 1990, and the movement on it is still good. So, just kind of cool. The other engraving up top, it's kind of hard to see. Actually, I think it's the same as what we showed you before. The problem is you need it in the light, but the light gives it a nice reflection where you can't really see anything. Might be the best look at it right there. You need the light, but you don't want the light, you know? You don't want the reflection. So, that was that part that came in there. So, the Alligator with the iridescent kind of style dial, Komandirskie, brushed case, bead blasted circle star engraved crown. I also did one of my casebacks that had got a line in it, got it marred a little bit so it doesn't go out to a customer. And then one of my buddy John's straps had a black with blue stitch, also obviously brown with blue. So thought that went with the dial nicely. But there's a better look at it. So pretty cool. I don't have anything else like that, so definitely wasn't going to get it out to anybody. That was one for me to keep. So hope you guys like it. But those are two builds. Just want to put them in one video, just show you some of the stuff that I make for myself. And a lot of times, you know, I'll keep with a wine movement if need be, just to get an automatic out to a customer. But I'd say 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. I just do them on an automatic movement, but recently it's been a little tougher to get any of those in. But these are two builds for me. Troika Battleship and the Komandirskie Alligator. Thanks for watching, guys.